Howdy folks, welcome to our kitchen and welcome to Cooking Around the World. Our third stop on this tour of culinary delights across the world is Algeria, a North African country, once a French colony. And today we're going to be cooking couscous. It's a pretty bland grain when I think about it, but I'm excited today because with Algerian cooking, similar to Moroccan, it's all about the spice and the flavors. And so today I'm really excited. We'll be cooking a stew in which the couscous is going to cook actually up above it in a steamer pot. And I've been wanting to do this for a while. So stick around and enjoy. Hey Solomon, let's take a look at our ingredients for today. Of course, our number one ingredient is couscous for this Algerian dish. We've also got onions, zucchini, carrots, chickpeas, and today we're going to try out chicken, bone-in chicken thighs, but you could use lamb or any number of types of meats. And with our seasonings today, we've got pepper, we've got ground cumin, salt, we have ras el hanout, as well as harissa paste, which is harissa seasoning with a little bit of olive. My producers reminded me that traditionally this meal is done with halal meat, meaning that it's been processed in a humane and religious manner. But of course, in my kitchen, we use whatever meat we have. So while you've seen wild sheep as well as wild caribou, today we're using chicken, straight from the store. That's the best we got. So there we go. Hey, so we're going to brown our chicken in just a regular pan. This is supposed to be a one-pot meal, but I don't think my pot's big enough. So we're going to brown just in a pan for 8-10 minutes here on both sides. And then we'll check back in a few minutes. Okay, while our chicken's browning, we're going to get the onions going here in our couscouserie, as I like to call it. So we're going to start sauteing the onions. And once those are nice and translucent, we'll add the chicken in as well. Okay, my onions are nice and sauteed. Chicken's been cooking for about 10 minutes now. So I'm going to add the chicken right into the pot. We're going to add this juice that's been kind of forming, or this oil from the chicken. So we want all that flavor to come with it. Shout out to American Kitchen. Just got a nice new pan. Cooks beautifully. We're going to stir this together with all of our spices as well. You can see my pot is quite full with my chicken, but that's okay. So we're going to add a couple teaspoons of cumin. Yeah, that's probably around a teaspoon-ish. We're going to add our something. What do we call this? Ras el hanout. Calls for a teaspoon of this. We're going to go a little heavy. Why not? Get some flavor in there. Dash of salt. To taste. Whatever that means when you can't taste it right now. And then our harissa paste. I'm going to give this a little stir. Get it all mixed in. Then we're going to add a liter of water and let this cook for 40 minutes. Okay, as our stew is simmering, we're going to get our couscous ready to go. So, traditional way, so at least the internet tells me, is to massage the couscous with a little bit of olive oil. So we're going to add about a half a tablespoon of olive oil in here. Might be a little much. We're just going to massage that in, working it in so that it kind of coats all of the granules Yeah, there we go. Ooh, this is kind of nice. Yeah. Very, very relaxing. Highly encourage you massaging some couscous. Once you have that all worked in, we're going to do the same thing with a 1/4 cup of water, and then we will let this sit for 10, 15, 20 minutes so it starts to congeal, or not congeal, but set up. That's nice. Okay, this has been simmering for 40 minutes, looking beautiful in there. We're going to add our vegetables, get those cooking. And then what we're going to do is we've greased up the top of this steamer pot. We're going to add our couscous into the top once we've got it nice and hot. I'm going to set that on there. I'm going to wait for this to get up to temperature. Then I'm going to add the couscous in. We'll let it sit for 10 minutes. Okay, so our couscous has been cooking for 10 minutes. And we're going to take this off carefully and put it back into our pot. We're going to rehydrate it with a 1/2 cup of water and season it with a little bit of salt. And we're going to do this 2 times. We're going to do it once now, fluff it up with some more water, and then we'll throw it back in for 10 minutes. And then we'll do that one more time before we're all said and done. Okay, in our last step, we're going to add our chickpeas into the stew. Let those go for about 10 minutes as we let the last of our couscous or the last round of our couscous cook here. So we've added a little more water, fluffed it back up, and we're just going to add that into the pot, let it cook for 10 more minutes, and then we're ready to try this dish out. Okay, well, let's have a taste. We've got our chicken on top, kind of a stew. Couscous is floating underneath. Let's get a little bite of that chicken, some of the vegetables in there. Oh, that is fantastic. You know, when I think of couscous, I think of just a bland grain. This is full of flavor, a little bit of spice in there. You're gonna like it.